One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Washington Huskies, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Cornhuskers will kick it away first. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Huskers will put total leather to crank us up. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moves to change impossible. Got it looking for the first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down for 44.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In Game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Gives it to the back on the draw. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throwback to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. You would have really hoped that you would have gotten that extra yard on 3rd down, but now on 4th, and maybe you still have to go for it.
And it's interesting. 3rd and 1, you throw the football. The more physical team usually wins. Do you feel confident enough to run the football early in the game, in your own territory? Can you go get 1 yard with the running game? I'm always the guy that's going to roll the dice and go for it.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do it.
Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Applewhite. Forced out of the pocket. Lets it go to the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Husker! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Lost a throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Harris.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it at the 20. They finally make the stop, and what a fantastic way to finish off this first quarter after that play. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Using his feet to buy time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. This time he's got his man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Moving past the 25. At the 40, there he goes. Off to the races to the right. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West Country, we'll let you know, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, to give, looking for room. stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Here's the handoff. He breaks a tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The Cornhuskers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Just what they've hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
The Huskers with the 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Going to sling it on 2nd down. And they will score! Touchdown, Nebraska! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Zings it complete to the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Washington right back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Wants to throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Huskies. Fitted in the window for the score.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Riggs. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Pulls and fires complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Huskers want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On the option. Now the pitch. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And we talked about this at half, man. They've got to start to pressure the quarterback more. This offense had a lot of success. You got to make this guy feel uncomfortable. And the first drive, out of the half, they do exactly that.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Looking for room at the 30. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Bringing the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
1st and goal, Washington.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Finds his target down the middle. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
If this offense wants to stay in this game, they have to punch it in on this drive. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. 1st half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by just 1 over Virginia. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quarterback on the keep. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
The Huskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back has it. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Parker. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working the middle. And they're able to get him down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, give me some positive yards.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Setting up the screen. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect third down and long execution by this defense.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. To the air, it's Applewhite. Moves away as he feels pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
To the air on second down. Under fire. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll try to do it himself. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away.
Number 19, on to kick it away.
You'd think they would have had a good... to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 12 to Virginia. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Washington wants to go quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Extending the play. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I think at this point of the game, down 2 possessions, the passing game, you just have to be a little bit sharper. And they don't look like they're in rhythm. You saw it on that last 3rd down. I think you got to go now if you're on offense on 4th down. The sense of urgency is cranking up, but you need to be more precise in the passing game.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Fights off a defender. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.